This is the one that almost got away. I'm excited to show you this dresser makeover because I really wanted it and I thought someone else had snatched it out from under me online and I got it in the end. So today I'm gonna make this over, and if you wanna see what I did to this mid-century piece, just keep watching. This piece is really dirty, and so usually I start by cleaning right away, but today I'm actually going to start by removing the hardware. And the reason I want to do that is because it is so dirty, I know that under here, under where the hardware is, there's gonna be probably a lot of dirt in those nooks and crannies. So I'm going to start with removing the hardware today. Let's get into it. We're making hardware soup. Pretty shoddy work from whoever did this before. It's gonna make my job annoying, but not impossible. My favorite part probably is the top, which is faux marble contact paper. But yeah, they didn't really pay a whole lot of attention to detail, like here, for example. With mid-century pieces like these, it's always my dream to just restore it back to natural wood. In this case, I can tell that it is veneer. It's kind of poking through here, and just one layer of paint, no one primed, no one sanded, it barely stuck on. So that's what we're looking at. But when I look closer and closer onto this piece, I think it's going to be pretty hard, if not impossible, to fully restore it. Right here, there's big patches of the veneer that's gotten chipped off. So even though I can strip back the paint just to the veneer, I don't know how I could really fix that. So on these areas here, I have a couple options. I can make some repairs here on the surface because it's going to be uneven otherwise. And then I can actually repaint these drawers just whatever color I want. So that's one option. Another option is I can completely remove the veneer here and get everything back to the wood. And whatever type of wood it is, I can try and refinish that or do a whitewash of that or something. So those are my options for now, and I'll just have to kind of see what I feel like doing once I get down to the veneer. Okay, I think it's time for me to conquer this faux marble peel and stick wallpaper that they put on the top here. And I'm gonna use this Baco carbide scraper that Barry from Mad City Modern Furniture sent to me, and he is an awesome YouTuber. His channel's amazing. You have to check him out. I've learned a lot from him, and he so graciously sent this to me from my Amazon wish list. So thanks so much to Barry. I'm really excited to try this out today and to see how it works on this dresser. Let's go. So whereas the top had multiple layers of paint, the drawers only had one layer of latex paint on them. I saw this trick that you can spray some vinegar or vinegar water over a thin coat of latex paint, then let it sit for 15 to 30 minutes, and then you can really just peel it off. I was shocked, but it came off really, really easily. Now that I'm able to see the whole piece, how it really is, I'm noticing that there are several spots where the previous owner did fill in with a little bit of wood fill. So that lets me know that I'm not going to be able to fully restore this. I'm going to need to paint these drawers. I'll link everything that I use down below in my description and you can check it out. This part was really frustrating when I realized that there was just still so much paint in the nooks and crannies of this piece. So I had to be really patient and spend a lot of time going into the details with my scraper and with other little tools to get all those bits of paint out of there. I really struggled with indecision on this piece. I wanted to use paint that I already had instead of buying a new can of paint since I have so much paint. So I went and tested out a bunch of different paints that I currently have. I made the decision to use Dixie Belle Silk Mineral Paint Endless Shore, but then once I had that on, it just felt too bright. So I went over that after it dried with some Annie Sloan paint in Old Ochre, which has much more of a yellowy undertone. After I had a layer of paint on these bottom drawers, I realized that I really didn't like the look of having those little slats there. So I put on some wood fill, sanded it down, had to wait a while, and painted it again. It's annoying sometimes to have to do steps out of order like that, but I think in the end it was worth it. I also struggled with indecision a bit on the top. I ended up using a stain in dark walnut, which I think was probably a little darker than I really wanted, but I just had to make a decision. For the hardware, I took all of it and I spray painted it with this like metallic amber dark color, and I really like the way that that looks, especially with some of the gold undertones popping through. Thank you, Elizabeth, for sending me this awesome hardware jig from my Amazon wish list. I really appreciate it. If any of you want to support my channel, one way you can do that is by purchasing something off my Amazon wish list, which I will link below. So some of these pieces of hardware I just had from previous projects, and some of them are from my online store. So if you've watched my last couple of videos, you might know I have an online store coming soon. I'm going to put the link down below where you can sign up to receive information about when it goes live. I'm going to have all sorts of pulls and handles and things like that, and other furniture flipping treats. The last steps here are rehydrating the wood with Howard's Feed and Wax. You can see the difference between one that's been treated with that and one that hasn't. And now I am applying clear wax to the top of the dresser and to all of the drawers. All right, this piece was a labor of love. It was dirty, it was dinged, it was outdated, and it was pretty gross. And here it is now. I love the way that the color of the hardware really kind of brings together the whole piece. I love the different shapes of both the hardware and the drawers. And overall, I'm really pleased with this piece. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure that you check out my online store down below and make sure to subscribe for more fun furniture flips. I'll see you at the next flip.